WDXE News, on the air since 1951. This is The Legend. 105.3, 95.3, WDXE.
And as promised, we are back, and we got some very special guests in the studio. First of all, Dr. Scott Benefield and his wife Samantha are here. Thank you for being here.
Good morning.
And they have a guest with them, Miss Barbara Gibson from the Red Cross. And pull the mic up closer to you there. We're going to talk with you a little bit, but I wanted to talk with Miss Samantha and Dr. Scott Benefield. You guys are very well known in the community and have been for many, many, many years, but have gone through some trauma in recent times,
Yeah.
and that all of us here in Lawrence County know about and know your story a little bit. But I'm so glad that you're going to visit with us today. And if you don't mind, kind of take us through what life has been like for you the last couple of years.
Yeah, it's been crazy, and I think anybody who's been through trauma knows how it completely like upturns your life and changes you. But our faith has brought us here today and
Amen.
continues to be with us every day, and the Lord just guides us. And we believe that bad stuff happens all the time to everybody, and
Yes.
nobody's immune to it. It's a cruel world that we live in.
Yeah.
But it's how you face that, and it's how you get through that makes the difference on the other side.
Absolutely.
And on August the 26th, 2023, he was hit while riding his bicycle, training for a triathlon. You just finished your first one, right?
Yes.
And was super proud, wanted to beat his time. And he was hit. And that morning, the accident was so bad that those who were there thought there's no way that he would make it off the highway, and there's certainly no way that he would make it to our local hospital, and then super doubtful if they would make it to Vanderbilt trauma. And that morning, Lance Dooley, a flight nurse, picked up 3 units of blood because our EMS and the ambulances aren't allowed to carry blood. And so he grabbed the drugs that he had in the helicopter because they weren't able to fly, and 3 units of blood, and traveled and put the blood in, and they prayed over him.
Oh, wow.
And he made it. And
Wow.
had he not had, I remember the trauma surgeon coming out and meeting with me, and he said, had he not had that blood, there's no way he would have made it.
Yeah.
So from our perspective, I think God's grace covered him and protected him. And then the people who gave blood were really a part of God's will and being a part of that miracle along the way. And that wasn't the only time he received blood. His hematocrit and hemoglobin were very low through being so sick for about a year. And so he received countless units of blood over that next year.
Wow. Wow. Well, you're such a testimony, just of faith, and not only for you, but those that surrounded you.
Oh, yeah. I mean, the first thing when I got that phone call, and that I was jarred up out of bed with that phone call that is dreading and foreboding.
Yeah.
And the first thing I did was grab my rosary and grab some holy water and threw it in my bag. And Tyler said, you have to call somebody. And so, I called my best friend, I called my in-laws to come take care of the children, I called my priest, and he said, you got a phone charger, you might be gone a while. And he said, an extra pair of clothes. And I thought, why would I need all this? And and so, there ensued just a really a 2.5 year journey, not knowing really where I was going to be the next day.
Yeah.
Not understanding, really fully comprehending what was going on, but always trusting in just trusting in the Lord to bring us through like that next moment. And some days were just moment by moment. They didn't think in the trauma unit he would make it.
Wow.
No way, no how, Mrs. Benefield, he's probably not going to make it. Then they told me one day, they said, Mrs. Benefield, I really, he's got an infection now, and his blood pressure is very low, his heart rate is low, he's not waking up like we want him to. We just, really want you to think, I don't think he's going to make it.
Yeah.
And I ran to the cathedral because you can walk from Vanderbilt to the cathedral. I ran and just poured my heart out. And I said, God, if you want to take him, you can take him. You don't have to have my permission.
Well, of course. Yeah.
But if you do, I need grace.
Yeah.
I need a lot of grace to help me raise 7 children on my own.
Wow. And we all do.
Yeah. And I said, I need your grace. And I ran into a priest, Father Dan Steiner, who's actually at Loretto now. And he helped me through that moment. I've been praying the Surrender Novena, the kids and I, ever since. We just never give up. Just surrendering each day to God, each moment, each challenge.
Yeah.
All to God.
Wow. Wow. Dr. Benefield, you have surpassed everybody's expectations in this.
Yes. Amen.
With God's help, obviously.
Yes.
Oh. Well, I know it's been obviously a physical challenge for you,
Yes.
and an emotional challenge,
Yes.
no doubt. But thank you for being here.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you for being here. And you guys have a purpose-driven life, we should say.
Yes.
We do. We we were praying on the way here. We don't want anybody to look and say, "Oh, Scott and Samantha." We want them to look through us and see God.
Yes.
Just look through us. We're trying to do the will of God every day, and our life is different than it was before.
Yeah.
And we believe that there'll be more miracles that will come. Yeah. And so we just put one foot in front of the other every day and ask for God's grace.
That's awesome. Well, you guys have, excuse me, somewhat of a purpose for coming today too, don't you?
Absolutely.
Yeah. Well, tell us what's going on.
So we're having a blood drive on the anniversary of his accident, and
Okay.
on that day, we don't look at that day as awful or foreboding. We look at it as we're a celebration of life. And so, what better to do on August the 26th than to have a blood drive so that we can give the public the opportunity to match the will of Christ and give life to another person.
Amen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're going
that's
to be
great.
there celebrating all day, and we want to make it a party atmosphere. If anybody out there wants to, give to our goodie bag, I know Crockett Kids Pediatrics is sponsoring. So, 125 people will get a nice goodie bag. Everybody that shows up, you'll get a $20 Amazon gift card from the Red Cross, and you'll get a goodie bag. Anybody who owns a business who would like to give to that goodie bag, let us know. If you have a food truck and you want to join the party and celebrate life,
Oh, that would be nice.
sell your food out there. I know I've got some hungry blood donors that will need
Yes.
a sugar rush.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Well, you brought a friend and a volunteer with the Red Cross. Miss Barbara Gibson is here.
Yes.
Miss Barbara, how long have you been with the Red Cross?
I would say about 2 years now as a volunteer. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm their ambassador, and I cover all their blood drives.
Scoot up just a little bit.
Sure.
There
I
you go.
cover all their blood drives in Lawrenceburg and Etheridge and Pulaski.
Okay. All right. Well, let's give some details on where to be and when, and how to get ready for that. Okay.
Yeah, absolutely. So we are going to be August the 26th from 1 p.m. till 7 p.m. We're going to be at Rotary. When our flyer actually says in the meeting rooms, but we are going to be in the 3rd gym. So if you know the gym that has the pickleball courts,
Yes.
that's where we will be. And that's where we're inviting our food trucks to kind of be outside there as well. And we'll be there from 1 to 7. Our goal is to get at least 125 people signed up. We now have about, is it 80, Barbara?
We need 80 more to meet
We
that
need
goal.
80 more to hit our goal to sign
Okay.
up. And
Mhm.
it's super important now because, and Barbara, you can speak to this, about we are at a historic low in our blood
Yes,
supply.
and you probably have heard that on the news lately. We are at a historical low with the American Red Cross. It's only the 2nd time in the history of the American Red Cross that we have a blood shortage right now.
Wow.
And a lot of that can contribute to our weather conditions.
Sure.
You know, I contributed a lot to the war and where we are with our military. The American Red Cross is actually the front row suppliers of blood to our military people.
Okay.
And blood has a shelf life. It's not something that you can just donate and let it sit on the shelf and wait for it as it is needed. And as we get into different wars and things, they actually stockpile blood for our military and they put it in warehouses. And so they're ready. They're ready with that blood when that happens.
And that has to be replenished, I guess, as it expires.
As it expires, right? It absolutely has to be replaced. And so it's constantly in these warehouses being stockpiled. And we maybe are going to war or not, maybe not going to war. And so I think with that in mind, I think they're actually stockpiling a lot of that. But there's other conditions as well, as people know. Cancer patients need blood. People that are in accidents need blood.
Right.
When you're in the hospital for surgery, you need blood. If you just stop and think of it, all of us have probably have a loved one who's been in the hospital, and you've come in and they've had surgery, and you'll see that they had received blood during surgery or they're receiving blood after surgery.
Yeah.
So it is such a huge importance. And people would say to me, "Oh gosh, it's so great that you're going around to these blood drives as the ambassador." But I'm not the hero. The hero is the people that are donating this blood. The hero are those nurses that are there driving from Nashville, that are coming to these locations and doing what they need to do to help replenish our blood supply. They are the heroes. And I really, really appreciate Scott and Samantha wanting to do this blood drive. Her and I talked about it, and she told me her story that, Scott, if he had not received that, he would not be with us today.
Yeah, so great
so
testimony, and it does kind of emphasize the importance of having a blood supply.
Yeah, I think we take it for granted that it will be there when we need it. And, honestly, you never know. You just never know.
Absolutely.
I didn't know on August 25th when I went to bed that I I thought I'd wake up the next morning and it'd be just like the day before. But he needed countless units of blood. And I've lost count, honestly, of how much blood he got.
Yeah.
So, you don't know. And when we are at a historic low, that makes me a little nervous. Like, we need everybody to step up. And the thing is, and Barbara and I have talked about this, like, our community is amazing.
Yes.
And and from being somewhere where I had to live in Nashville part-time for a year, and then for almost a year I had to live in the Chicago for part-time while he was in rehab. We take it for granted. Like, not every community is like this. We're amazing in Lawrence County. We are. And we're amazingly blessed. And when somebody needs something, people step up, and it's a very family atmosphere. And I just know that we've got 80 more people to get. I just know 80 more people are going to show. I know
sure.
they are.
I'm absolutely sure that we can as a community, make that happen. I hope it really does. Hope it goes above and beyond for you. So what's the process? Let's talk about that for just a minute, because there's people listening and say, okay, I'd like to do it, but I don't want to forget about it. How do I get signed up for this?
Well, you can always go to the American Red Cross website and look under Scott Benefield, and it'll show the blood drive information. We've also got some flyers that we've been passing out, and there's a code on that you can scan with your cell phone, and you can get registered and get your appointment. I also want to tell you, though, if you for some reason don't do that and don't get registered, we are absolutely taking walk-ins. So if you're out and about that day and you decide in your heart that that's something you want to do, and you say, oh, but I never set up an appointment, please show up, because we absolutely want everyone to be able to donate that wants to do that.
Right.
And as far as the process, if you've never given blood, it's very, very simple. You come in, you get registered, you'll sit down with one of the nurses in a private area. They'll take your vitals, they'll get some health information from you. And then once you are you're able to go ahead and get set up to give the blood, it's about a 30-minute process.
That was going to be my next question, about how long does it take to do that?
I would give yourself about 30 to 45 minutes. If you're a walk-in, it might take a little bit longer, just because we do try to, people who have the appointments, we try to put them first over the walk-ins. But if you come in, we can tell you, hey, there's an open slot if you want to come back at 4 o'clock.
Yeah.
So you don't have to sit there and wait if that's something you want to do. So.
Sure. And this is August 26th. I want to encourage everybody to kind of put it on their calendar, August 26th. From 1 to 7. This will be at a handy place, the Rotary Park. Everybody knows where that is.
Right.
Gym number 3, is that
Gym
correct?
number 3.
Right.
And we made it from 1 to 7 just so that people could come on their lunch hour. And we know when people get off work, that they would like to come by then. People get out of school. Teachers might want to come by. So we picked that time specifically, not early in the morning. We wanted to make sure we got into the evening to catch people who wanted to come
Yeah.
after work.
Who is qualified to give blood?
Anyone over the age of 18 is
Okay.
qualified to give blood. And what we do is when your nurse sits down with you, she'll go over your medication and your health history.
Okay.
And if for some reason you're on some medication that doesn't allow you to give blood, they'll let you know that at that
Okay.
time. So
So you should know your medications.
yes, if you have a medication list, bring that in, absolutely. And they'll do your vitals, they'll check your blood pressure, and they do some other tests as well, just to make sure you are qualified.
Very good. Very good.
And we did set up a designated phone line. And if I could give you, or if you want to repeat that number to everyone,
Absolutely.
it's 616-399-8400. So if you're not real handy on getting on the computer or doing it on your cell phone, when you call that number or you text that number, if you will leave your first name, your last name, your telephone number, your email address, and also what time you'd like to donate on that day.
Okay. So it'd be as simple as making a phone call
Or sending a text.
or sending a text if you'd like. That number again, you want to write this down, 616-399-8400. And I'll keep that here at the station as well, so we can talk about it between now and then again. I'll be glad to do that. We've got the information here, so we'll promote it until then. How about that?
Absolutely.
We
That
sure
sounds
will.
Thank you so
wonderful.
much.
We'll be glad to do that. Of course, this is going on Facebook and YouTube now. And by the way, while we're here live, if someone wants to talk with the Benefields or Miss Barbara, the lines are open, 766-9393. I remember when the accident happened. Of course, Dr. Benefield, well known in the community, and the whole community, I think, probably began to pray.
Oh yeah, we felt it. We felt it early on, and I mean, I had so many text messages and so many text messages on his phone.
Yeah.
It was overwhelming, and my brother flew in from Chicago to be with me, and then my other brother came, and when my brother from Dallas, he said, "Samantha, you cannot handle all this text messaging," and I said, "Well, I have to have people to pray." And I said, people are praying and they have to know specifically what to pray for because I
Right.
need the blood pressure to come up.
Yeah.
And he said, well, put it out on some sort of platform.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, I don't know how to do that. And he said, well, I'll set it up for you. So he set it up the Caring Bridge,
Yeah.
which then led to us setting up a Facebook group,
Yeah.
which then led to us setting up our own website, Benefield Strong. And so
Yeah.
we try to keep that up because prayer is so important, and
Yeah.
it's important even today. We also have people. I love it when people ask us to pray for them.
Yeah.
Like that's just such an honor. It is
Yeah.
such an honor. And so when people message us and say, "Hey, will you be praying for this or be praying for that?" We've got friends who we've gotten, prayed them through surgeries. We're praying this morning for a friend to. They're going to have surgery. They're
Yeah.
meeting their new surgeon, and so we're praying for that this morning. But we just love that, and I think that that's really what we're made to do is
Sure.
to pray for one another and help us each other through this cruel world. And
Yeah.
and so I'm still out there, posting because people want to see him, and I just post random things that flip through my brain.
Very good. Well, you mentioned your children.
Yeah.
Tell me about your children.
So we have 7.
7
We
children.
have 7 kids.
7 kids.
Yeah.
My goodness.
Avonlea, our oldest, is at our office, and she is nursing at Crockett Kids Pediatrics, and she came home mid accident. She came home the day of the accident, but when we were living in Chicago and then about ready to head to, we're living in Nashville, about ready to head to Chicago full time. I asked her. I said, "Can you give up your job and come and help me with the clinic? And can you take care of the 5 littles while I go to Chicago?"
Wow.
And big ask for a 23-year-old.
Yeah.
And she said, "Sure, Mama." And she came home, and she was a little mama while we were in Chicago and took care of things.
What a blessing.
And helped me at the office, nursing. And, at this time she was working in an office in healthcare in Huntsville. And she had aspirations of going into medicine, but she wanted to be a surgeon and she wanted to be far off someplace. But,
Yes.
As God has his hand in things, she just started working at her daddy's office, and she wants to take it over.
Sure.
She wants to be the next Dr. Benefield.
Oh, well, bless her.
Yeah, so y'all be praying for her. She's got medical school applications in, and she wants to start medical school in 2027, and she wants to come back and run her daddy's clinic.
Yes.
Yeah, so that's Avonlee's story. And
Yes.
then Max, he's finishing up his last semester at UAH in civil engineering, and he's working in Nashville right now in an internship, enjoying that, learning a lot. We've got Lily, who's a senior in high school now. I homeschool high school Lily and Lola. Lola is a sophomore. They're both playing on Lawrence County soccer team. We're big soccer fans. And then we've got the twins, Michael and Gabriel, and Clementine. They are at Sacred Heart, Lawrenceburg, in school. They start Friday. So be praying for us to start school. So yeah, everybody is, we come together every night and we do our prayers for the people that we're praying for and for Daddy. And the Lord is on our lips all day long.
What a remarkable story. Awesome. Awesome. You're a blessed man.
Yes.
You're a blessed man.
Yes.
Absolutely.
I'm surrounded by a great community,
Yes, sir.
but even better, a strong wife, a wonderful family.
You are a blessed man.
Yes.
Absolutely. 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 Well,
Right, come out and donate blood.
yes, sir. Let's review that. Let's review that one more time before we have to go, because I do want folks to really know how important it is, and I know you do, how important it is for us to
Absolutely.
keep a good blood supply. Tell me about how the blood supply here that's donated, is it locally used for the most part, or how does that happen?
What happens is when you donate blood, you can actually track where your blood goes and how it is used.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I did not know that.
Yeah, absolutely. You can go onto the American Red Cross blood site and track it. So
That's amazing.
it's used where it's needed.
Sure.
That's the best way to put it. But
Okay.
yes, some of it will stay local, some of it will go to Nashville,
Sure.
some of it will be dispersed in other
So it
counties.
just goes where it's needed.
It
Yeah.
goes where it's needed.
Yeah. And I didn't know you could
Absolutely.
track it. That's interesting.
Absolutely, you can track it. Your blood may be saving someone who has cancer.
Yeah.
So it just depends on where it's needed. And it depends on your blood type, you
Yes.
know. So maybe the O positive is needed, or maybe the A positive is needed.
Yeah, I was going to ask you about that. We'll come back to that. Someone evidently wants to talk to us. Hey, good morning. You're on with us.
Jeff,
Yes.
if you can't give blood, where can you send a donation?
Ah, that's a good idea.
The American Red Cross, American Red Cross.
American Red Cross.
Mhm.
Lanny, that's Lanny Hurst, by the way. Lanny, that's a good question, and actually, you can donate to the American Red Cross.
Well, is that where it needs to go, or does it need to go straight to them or to the family?
Well,
I was wondering about that.
all right, I'll let them comment on that, Lanny. Okay. All right.
I think I would encourage people to donate if you can't give blood or unable, because there are health conditions that people have. If you feel led, then definitely give to the American Red Cross so that they can continue their mission and get blood to
Yes.
others.
Yes. Okay. Very, very good. Very good. That's good to know. I was going to ask you about blood types,
Mhm.
and is there a particular type that's needed, or is that something that's just
All types.
all types are needed?
We'll take everything. Absolutely. Thanks. A great question, but we'll take absolutely everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely everything.
Yeah. Is there one that's more rare than others, I guess?
Probably the negative, probably O negative,
O
A
neg-
negative probably is the most rare.
Okay.
But we will absolutely take all types. And I'm glad Lanny had asked about the donations, because I wanted to let you know the American Red Cross is a nonprofit organization.
Okay.
Right?
All
So they're not a profit organization. So any donations like
Yeah.
that is a blessing. Thank you.
Well, knowing Lanny also, like I do, he was probably also asking if someone wanted to help you guys specifically. Is there a way to do that?
Just right now, I think just, the Lord has blessed us tremendously. And I would say the thing that we need most right now is prayer.
Yeah.
We need prayer.
Okay.
And we're in constant need of that just to keep us going.
Yeah.
And I think that's the best way. Look at us on our social media platforms
Sure.
and support us there. Every time that we make a post, it's something important, and so
An
if you
update.
just-
Yeah.
yeah, and so just keep us in your prayers, and
Sure.
then keep us let God pray that we are always doing the will of God, that we are led by His Spirit. We've because of this accident, we've had the wonderful opportunity to come here to work with the American Red Cross. We've also had the opportunity to speak at Vanderbilt to the medical school students about how when you're in trauma and you then wake up living with a disability, how doctors and hospitals can help you or hinder you.
Yeah.
And we've had some great people in the medical community help us. We've also had some very serious challenges that, I almost got kicked out of a hospital one time because I was trying to advocate for him. And, that helped. Vanderbilt has been wonderful to us.
Sure.
And so to speak to their medical school class, that was a great honor. And, if the Lord leads us to do anything like that again, speak on our faith or anything, like we're happy to do it. We're not bothered by going back to what happened to us. We are very blessed. And if we can get one thing across, that is when, something bad happens, you can get through it, but focus on God.
Yes.
You've got to focus on God. Don't focus on the storms. Don't focus on the people around you, but focus on God only. And that will get you through.
Tremendous advice and true advice. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. It's been so great to have you guys.
Yeah.
It's great to actually meet you. I've kept up with you, but it was very nice to meet you and be with you. And Miss Barbara, thank you.
Oh, thank you so much.
For good work. And the American Red Cross is, I don't know what their history is, but it's been a long time.
It's been a very long time.
Yeah, they've been around a long time, the American Red Cross. And they've probably been there are other places to donate blood.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
There are other organizations that do it, but Red Cross has been, I guess, in the lead of that for many years. So we want to encourage folks to get out and do that. Write this number down, 616-399-8400. Or you can go to redcrossblood.org. That is the website, redcrossblood.org. The event this month is Wednesday, August 26th, from 1 to 7. It'll be at the Rotary Park Gymnasium number 3. And I'm sure you guys are going to have some time there. You may not be able to stay the whole time.
We will. We're gonna stay as long as you're able, right? We're gonna stay as long as you're able. We got to pick up kids from school and bring them back there. But we're going to stay as long as able.
I know a lot of people would like to see you, meet with you, all that kind of stuff. And you're a great testimony. And I really have enjoyed having you here this morning. It's been awesome. Thank you so much for being here. But we're going to have to cut it, I guess, here in a moment or two. Is there anything else you'd like to add? We've got a few minutes just left.
Oh my God.
Barbara, you want to talk just briefly about the other things that the Red Cross does?
Yeah. I didn't want to take away from the blood drive, but I really encourage people to go to the website and see all the different things the American Red Cross does. We do smoke detectors. If you need smoke detectors in your home, we actually will come in and install those smoke detectors. We work with the military, devastation such as a fire. If you let the responders know to please contact the American Red Cross, if your home unfortunately catches on fire, we come in, we provide gift cards so you can go stay at a hotel, you can go grab clothes from a vendor or whatever you need. We work on trying to get medication for you if everything had been burned up in the fire.
Sure.
So the American Red Cross does so many wonderful things for the community.
They're disaster relief. I've seen them.
Absolutely, disaster relief. Matter of fact, I'm on the DAT team, which is the disaster team, and you have the choice as a volunteer. And I also say, if you're looking for something to do as a volunteer, the American Red Cross is a great organization, but they're actually looking for people right now to help with the wildfires. So, you would go out and assist with helping with the wildfires. Maybe it's serving lunch, maybe it's setting up beds, anything like that. So,
it's amazing.
It is.
Amazing. Well, thank you guys so much. All right. I'm going to hit the buttons and have to take a break right here. And for those that are watching and listening, we've got our next guest, Shane Eaton, will be in here. He's candidate for the county executive this time. The election is Thursday. So we got that to look forward to. Okay. Will you guys come back and visit again sometime?
Absolutely.
We'd love to have you.
Absolutely. Yeah.
We'd love to have you back.
Anytime.
All right. All right. Well, God bless. See you next time. Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
Hey, thank you.
Wilkes County since 1951.
Thank you so much, Jeff.
Thank you.
Lawrenceburg, Lafayette.